Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? This is Talk That Talk with Meesh and Jay. I'm Meesh, and to the left of me is my bro Jay.
That's right.
Hey, I hope everybody doing good on this good Wednesday. All right, we on episode 34, y'all. We just rising 34. To the top.
That's right.
Yeah, right. So that's all we're concerned about. So look, if you are new here, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are true here, you already know what to do. Get your smokes, get your drinks, and please make sure you liking, commenting, and subscribing. But your ass should already be subscribed.
You ain't lying.
Okay, there you go. And I just want to make sure y'all understand that we are so grateful for every subscriber that comes through here. Yet again, I just want to remind y'all, we are trying to rack up our subscribers. Please, liking and subscribing is important. So please take the time to do that right now, okay? Because we're trending topics. We're going to keep up on what's current, okay, with the culture. That means every episode is what's new, all right?
That's right.
So everybody talking about it. So you might as well come get it from us, because we're going to give you that real and that raw. That's why we talk that talk, okay?
That's right.
All right, so...
And look, shout outs to our friend of the cat. We got to come up with a name for our people. Mm-hmm. We got to come up with a name with our people. J-Dub. J-Dub constantly hit me up, let me know that they love our podcast.
Awesome.
You know what I mean?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Sending screenshots.
Thank you, J-Dub.
Saying we funny. Well, you funny.
Hey, Jay be hitting them joints though too though.
Yeah, no, loving. But anyway, shout out to J-Dub.
Thank you, J-Dub. You already And for those of y'all who want to know what this is is Kentland Zoo. You know what I'm saying? This Kentland Zoo sign. So we repping our hometown. You know what I'm saying? We repping where we from when we do that. So that's why we put that there. So just in case anybody didn't know or didn't understand. Okay? Yep. I had to make sure I threw that out there for y'all, all right? Yep. All right. So, what's been going on with you, bro?
Well, let's see. Bowling started back up for my new season.
Facts, okay.
I wasn't really prepared for it because I was enjoying my Monday nights chilling, watching wrestling or whatever I was watching with my foot up. That's right. Now it's back to going to work, straight to the bowling alley and bowling. Which I don't mind. I just got to get back to. So we're a little earlier than usual. Trying to finish the season earlier because usually it'd be going late in the May. We trying to end early, so that's why we started early.
Right.
But bowl, I did okay. You know what I mean? Got up out of there, so I just got to get back into the flow.
Into the groove.
Sunday, what I do Saturday? You know what? I don't know what I did Saturday. Must not been important.
Right. I mean. Hey.
Oh no, I did a lot Saturday, but it wasn't really,
Yeah.
Anyway, and Saturday night, I hung out with the fellas. We went to this place called Mr. Smith's in Georgetown. Me, Mo, Aunt, and my man Fat Boy from work. Went out there, ate a little something, chilled out. Mr. Smith's has some good food. Them wings are superior. I didn't really Mr.
Smith's?
Mr. Smith's.
Oh,
it's right next to it's right next to the movie theater. So like you go down K Street and go down underneath where the water is across the street. It's right next to the movie theater right here. It's like a couple down from the movie theater.
All right.
Yeah. Nice place to eat, man. It's very chill. Enjoyed myself. Sunday, me and Aunt went to the training camp, Redskins training camp. And I said it again, I'm going to say Redskins. Not Commanders.
The Skins.
Skins training camp. It was nice. That was my first one.
Okay, nice.
It was very hot, but enjoyable.
That's what's up.
We got to see a lot of old Redskin players and of course the new, of course.
Yeah.
I think Ant got a couple autographs. I think he got 3 on that Sean Taylor jersey, so that was cool just to watch him do his thing because he a bigger fan than I am. I mean, I'm a fan because got to rep the Skins. We grew my hometown, but there's some people that's up here with fandom, and there's some people that's here.
That's mediocre.
I'm like, I love them. So autographs I care less about. I just want to see him win. That's all I want him.
Okay.
But
ain't no wrong with that. We repping our hometown. That's what that's about.
That's right. So we had a good time. So Man, speaking of the Skins, right? They're talking about, the Commanders, but they're talking about trying to change the name back to the Redskins, which I'm all for it.
Right.
It should be the Redskins anyway. But
I agree with that.
Yeah. But they saying that the Native Americans are asking the Commanders to change the name, or demanding
they change it back.
to change the name back to the Redskins.
Man, that's deep.
Yeah.
That's deep.
And
It was such a hoopla about it.
It was a big deal at first. Like, what happened?
Yeah. Such a hoopla about it, man. That's why the name got changed. People are, it's racist, it's this, it's that. And then now, people feeling that they want it back to the Skins. I get it. I understand it because it don't feel right to me.
Yeah.
It
don't. I'm going to keep saying the Redskins. And a lot of people that I meet on a daily or whatever, they say Redskins, especially if they from the area. They were like, I hate the Commanders. Everybody hate the Commanders name here. That was just dumb. Anyway, the Native Americans gave whoever the letter, I don't know, the NFL, whoever they gave the letter to.
Right.
And then they then went and got I heard now it's 99,000, almost 100,000 signatures for a petition to change the name back to the Redskins, which it probably won't, definitely not going to happen this year, but maybe next year or a couple years, because they're really supposed to wait 5 years to change their name. But since we got a new owner and all that stuff, it might happen quicker. Who knows? Hopefully it's quicker than that. I'm hoping next year bring back the Redskins name, please. I mean, Commanders sucks. That name sucks.
It does. I really wasn't feeling. I feel like it's dry. It's giving arid desert for real. Like, I'm not even with that. It's just too dry. It's not really embodying nothing.
No, it's been no winter. No.
I mean, I get it. Take command and
all that old,
in charge. It's kind of close to like the Chiefs in a sense, but it's just not giving. I don't know. It's just, I feel like the Redskins just gives us more flavor.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And it's just always been that.
Yeah.
And wasn't nothing wrong with it.
No,
in my
definitely.
opinion, man, I get it. I get what the people's concern was, but I believe that end of the day,
they was trying to say that saying Redskins is like saying the word nigga.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because you basically
derogatory. And the Native Americans like, nah, this is basically saying it's like Redskin is another word for a name for great honor.
Right.
Or elite warrior. That's what they saying. And they saying like, look, now that they trying to don't try to get rid of our whole race. Because once they stop doing that, we stop paying attention to Native Americans, and now it's black and white, stuff.
Exactly.
Like
and there is nothing about the Native Americans being recognized. I definitely get that.
That's right. So they want to be recognized. You know what I mean?
Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, I mean, come on now.
Nothing wrong with it.
So, bring the name back, please. I'm tired of the Commanders.
I need y'all. Yeah,
that's the reason why I ain't got no hat. I'm like, that stupid old Commanders hat. Bad enough I work where I work at. I ain't got time for that.
Right.
But other than that, that's my sports and my thing that I've done. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm just trying to live. You know what I mean? Oh, I just noticed the sun going down a little later too. So
I know it is.
September is stretching in. That means fall is knocking on the door.
That's right. Fall coming. I'm excited.
I love fall. I love fall.
And not because, or for me, it's not because of birthday. Because bro and I's birthdays are coming up, and they are indeed in the fall. Mm-hmm. Okay? But that's not why I love the fall. It's like you just get away from that super heat. It's coffee time. It's almost getting to that cuddling weather, but it's not uncomfortably cold or warm. It's just in the middle. The colors are dope.
Yep.
Only thing I say I'm not pressed about is Halloween because, that's some kiddies. I'm not really into that. But, and of course y'all know why I ain't into that because, of course, I already know it's the holiday and all that. But fall is dope to me. It's my favorite season. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm loving
it. You know what? And I agree with you. I'm part little bit of that.
Yeah.
Then my thing is football season for me and my birthday.
Yeah.
That's why I love fall. Right. That and of course the temperature and the weather.
Get to take a trip.
And yeah, I get to take my trips.
He get to take his trips. And
Yeah.
now I'm going on a trip too, y'all. Thank you. I don't know which one. I can't say yet until I go because, you know, things being put in the works. But just know I'm going on a trip. All right?
Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah.
But we got a little more than a month and a half or 2 months for you. But a month and a half for our birthday. So
That's right.
Can't wait. Oh, yeah. Pop's birthday coming up, too.
I
soon.
know. Pop.
Next week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 11, 12 days. 11 days.
11 days. Pop's birthday coming up, and I'm looking forward to kind of, you know, honoring him on that day, you know, and all of that. So that'll be nice. So at least, you know, I know we probably going to gather. I know I'm going to be over on Saturday, so.
Yeah, I won't be there Saturday.
Okay. Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday I will.
Okay.
Yeah, Sunday I will. I'll be MIA that weekend.
Oh, okay, yeah. I get it.
Okay.
I definitely understand.
Yeah. But that's it for me, people.
Well, for me, y'all, you know what? I have completely drew a daggone blank on my weekend, unfortunately. I don't remember what the hell I did this weekend. I don't. I drew a complete blank. But what I do want to say is, y'all, and I hate to talk about this because I don't like to really talk about or discuss any, like, you know, negativity. But, you know, I have a coworker who I deemed as a friend.
Mm-hmm.
And she went into the hospital because she had an aneurysm. Mm-hmm. And I decided I found out over the weekend that she got this aneurysm, and she, you know, hit me up and was like, oh, I didn't want you to have to find out on Instagram. Mind you, y'all, I'm a distant friend. I'm not really one of those people who gonna talk to you every day. That's just not me. Anybody will tell you that. I don't talk to nobody every day. Mm-hmm. I try not to talk to my own mama every day. Sometimes I try to skip a day at least with her. Mm-hmm. Okay? The only person I talk to every day is the person that I'm in a relationship with. That's it. Other than that, I don't call people every day or constantly or hang out constantly. But when you need me, I'm there. You call on me, I'm there. That's how I am. That's how I operate. If you need me, I'm a useful friend. I'm not one of them people like that, right? So I know we had not talked in a while, you know, and she hits me up and, you know, it tells me that, hey, in the hospital, I had an aneurysm, blah, 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 and I'm feeling horrible. I'm feeling bad. I'm like, damn, you know, she at the hospital. So I'm like, all right, I'm a little busy right now because honestly, y'all, I be so tired from all the things that I have to do. When I do get a day to rest, I'm resting. I did cook Sunday. I do know that. So I was cooking, you know, I was like, pop my little champagne or whatever. I was chilling, doing my little mental health day, meaning I'm chilling. I'm not doing nothing that day.
Yeah,
so,
I get it.
Yeah, because sometimes you just don't want to run out and go do nothing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I need to get one of those in.
Yes, well, you doing nothing. So that's what that day was. So I didn't go that day. I went the next day. I went Monday. You know, I went to go see her and stuff. And it was cool. I couldn't stay long because, yet again, after work, traffic, it rained like crazy. You know, she had other company up there. So you got to switch out because, you know, COVID still got them doing this 2-person in the room rule and everything.
Now?
Yeah, even now. So you only get 2-person in the room. And they was pressed as hell knocking on the door. Hey, well, somebody downstairs came to see this person, so one of y'all gonna need to step out. And of course, if your family in the room, I'm clearly the one that's gonna have to.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Step out.
Yeah, go right.
So of course, I'm like, well, I wasn't gonna stay long anyway. So I went ahead. I stepped out for a little bit, thinking, cool, I'm gonna be able to go back in there and spend the rest of my time. But unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. So I went back and I was like, hey, look, I'm gonna check on you because I know you have another procedure. Check on you next day. Mm-hmm. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Left it. I gave her a hug. Rolled out. Next day, I did exactly what I said I was going to do. Hit her up, checked on her. Hey, look, you okay? Did you try your procedure? You know, what's up? I got no text back. Nothing. Now, my first initial thought is, I'm like, okay. My first initial thought is, she's drugged up. Mm-hmm. She had the procedure.
Yeah,
she
ain't got time. Yeah.
She can't text back.
Definitely right.
Cool. But today, she was posting on Instagram. I saw the read on my, you know, I got a Droid. I don't got no iPhone, y'all. Don't judge me because I don't do iPhone, period.
Facts.
Droids are just as good as iPhones.
That's right.
Okay?
Talk to them.
Neither one of them are different.
No.
I'm going to need y'all to understand that. It's just y'all do different things, we do different things. They made sure they're not compatible for a reason, just so y'all know. Okay? But she's a Droid user, so I saw red. So I saw she read my message. She ignored it. And I'm like, I went and I want to make this short because I don't want to get into it, but I was talking to my girl Sunday and I'm like, yo, I feel bad. I'm like, I want to come see her, but I'm like, yo, when I was in the hospital, she didn't come see me.
At all.
At all. I had a whole stroke, and for the first 3 days of that time, I was knocked out, drugged up off of fentanyl, all that stuff, and I didn't get a visit. I did get a call. She checked in on me. That's the least she could do. You know what I'm saying? And I don't judge nobody who could get up there, who couldn't get up there. I didn't judge nobody because during that time, it was only letting you get one visitor per day.
Right.
So I wasn't tripping. So I didn't leave there thinking, oh yeah, I got an issue with people because they ain't come see me. I'm not even like that, y'all. I'm not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't care who came, who didn't. You reached out, cool. If you didn't, I probably don't even remember. I'm just glad to be alive.
Right.
I'm just happy to be alive.
That's
I'm happy the Lord brought me through it. Cause I'm here today to be able to do this podcast. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy I get to be around my family and all that. But anyway, besides that point, she's been ignoring me. And I don't know what I did, y'all. I don't know what I did. But what I can say is I smiled at that because I was just like, you know what? I let things go and I let things flow, and it just let me know that it's time for certain people to just be out of my life. Mm-hmm. Period. That's it. That's all. So so my message to y'all today is that if y'all know that I racked my brain that Sunday like, damn, you know, I'm gonna go up there and see her. I know it's a little inconvenience for me, but it don't matter. To have a friend is to be a friend. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna inconvenience myself. I'm gonna travel all this way. I'm gonna be up there even though, you know, I couldn't really stay in the room and have private conversation and really have a good visit because she had all these other people up there too. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So it wasn't just me. I'm thinking, you know, I knew when she was giving me the dry text. I'm like, I knew when she was giving me the dry text. I'm thinking like, okay, maybe she really bored up here. Because when I asked her how she was doing, she said, oh, I'm here. I'm just bored. But when I went up there, it was live as hell. So, you know, people would try to manipulate you. So I just want y'all to know, like, yeah, just know people really have serious egos and they want you to kiss their ass. I'm not one of those people. I don't kiss ass. So that's my story. That literally just happened. I was just thinking about that today. I'm not upset about it. I'm glad I'm moving on. But people will want you to kiss their ass because people have an issue. Whatever issue they have with you, they haven't discussed. I know I ain't done shit, so I have no reason to be mad. But what I will do is kindly wish her well and move on with my life. Because I actually did my part and came up there and visited, and I didn't have to do that. Mm-hmm. I could have sat in my house and drank champagne that day. Okay?
Right.
Besides that, I'm ready to jump into this damn topic. Okay?
Yeah. You got it off.
Yeah, I got it off. Got it off the chest. Mm-hmm. Okay? Now, the first topic, y'all, that I want to go into, y'all, the Blindside. The movie The Blindside. How many of y'all seen this daggone movie, right?
I definitely saw it.
I seen it.
I'm a football fan, so I got to watch.
I know you seen it. Now, was you touched by the movie?
Yeah, I was touched. Most definitely.
I was touched by the movie, too. Mm-hmm. I was touched. I was like, man, this is a dope movie. But now, come to find out, it was a lie. It was cap. It was so much cap. I would ask Jay to take his cap off, and I would just present it to y'all right here. Because it was cap. Okay? She capped, the family capped badly in this movie because initially Michael Oher, what team did he play for, bro?
Baltimore Ravens. He was drafted to Baltimore Ravens.
He was drafted to the Baltimore Ravens. Okay, I didn't know he was that close.
Yep, offensive tackle. Yeah, he was down the road.
Right, okay. So, basically Michael Oher, he played 8 years in the NFL, they said, right? Just about 8 years. Mm-hmm. So when he was young, around like maybe 16, he moved with this family, this Wahite family, right? Because they seen him, they took him in, they like, oh, you know, we want to be the saviors, right? So according to the movie, they saved this African-American boy from his life. He was from Memphis, Tennessee, or Mississippi, Tennessee, my bad, not Memphis.
No, Memphis.
It was Memphis?
Yeah, Memphis. Yeah.
Okay, but he went to Old Mississippi.
Yeah, Ole Miss.
In his college. Okay, he went to Ole Miss. Okay, but he was from Memphis, Tennessee, and dude basically ended up being taken care of by this family, supposedly. So they ended up taking him in and buying him clothes and taking him shopping and also supposedly training him on football, which was cap because he knew how to play football already.
Yeah, already. Yeah.
Been doing that since he was in the 2nd, 3rd grade. Been doing that. Okay? So what's crazy to me is that these people sat there and claimed they were going to adopt him, and they lied to him about adopting him. And in the movie, they adopted him. But they really did not adopt him. What they did was...
Faking.
They were faking. What they did was they handed him over a conservatorship. So they made him sign a paper to become his conservators, in which conservators are people who have to speak in your behalf in regards to your medical decisions, in regards to... let me see here. I wrote it down so I could make sure I could tell y'all the exact definition of it. But a conservatorship removes the decision-making powers and duties from a person with a disability who lacks the capacity to make decisions in one or more important areas. Which would explain why they had him slow in the movie, y'all. Okay? Because I guess they were trying to make it seem like he couldn't make any decisions for himself at 18. And they lied to him and told him that a conservatorship, this is what I found out, and a conservatorship and an adoption is the same damn thing. And it is not, y'all. It is not. What they initially did was set themselves up to get his money. That's what they did. Okay? They set themselves up to get his royalties. They got royalties for the movie. They had to be involved in all of his contracts. So that means every year that he had to sign a contract, y'all, they had to be in on it. Mm-hmm. They had to be a part of that.
That's crazy.
That's whack as hell.
Really whack.
He's 37 now. Imagine 18 to 37. You know how many years that is? I ain't even 37 yet. Okay? That they sat there, and his medical decisions. He couldn't go to the doctor and make his own medical decisions without these people. But he thought that they were family. Now, ain't that some shit?
And it happens, it probably happens more than it does. They got it from somewhere where these kids are either, A, not being well taken care of by their biological parents, or the biological parents can't afford to send them to college or give them what they need to go to a better school.
Right.
So you got a quote unquote another, whether it's white, Asian, whatever, family will bring them in.
Right.
To stay with them so they can get a better life.
Right.
Or a better chance to excel at their athletic career.
Right.
It happens all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But adoption, that doesn't happen all the time either. His is a special case where he probably needed been adopted, because I think it's I need to look. His mother or one of the parents, somebody passed away.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which threw the whole thing off. I need to do my Googles on that, because I don't want to be wrong. But it was a reason why they decided, hey, come stay with us. Let us get with you where you need to go.
Right.
Yeah, no. And this dude was so happy that they was going to adopt him.
Right.
I just can't believe it was all a lie.
Yeah.
But
cap.
Yeah.
Every bit of it.
But not only did he was selling football, he was a basketball player too, and a good one.
Yeah.
He averaged 22 points and 10 rebounds playing basketball. His only issue was he was not that good in school.
Correct.
And his grades was really low.
Right.
So.
Right. But it's because of his background too.
Yeah.
Like, when you are a underprivileged child and you growing up in a household where your parent was on drugs, maybe your daddy wasn't around, you didn't have like lunch money for school, your environment wasn't stable, you got to move from place to place, you got to worry about what you're going to eat, where you're going to sleep, all of that. Of course, your mind is not on school. Your mind is not on excelling when you're going through that. You see what I'm saying?
That's right. Yep.
You can't, because you're in survival mode. Tell a starving child to go to school and do their work properly. Oh, yeah, well, you have to make straight A. They need to make food, okay? They need food that day.
Yeah.
So that was his concerns. And I seen the interview with him when he was talking like he had to steal food. He had to steal. He went to stores. He said he stole pizza. He stole chicken.
Yeah, do what he had to do.
He had to do what he had to do.
That's right.
A lot of people look at that. Oh, he stole. That's it. No, he had to do what he had to do.
Because back then, especially at college players wasn't getting paid like they do now.
Right.
Now college players got this NIL deal where they getting paid off their likeness.
Right.
Back then, you even looked like you even borrowing money from anybody, or somebody give you money from I forgot what they call them dudes that give money, but you're dead in the water. I remember when LeBron came in and his mother went and got a loan from the bank,
right?
And LeBron had that nice old the media where did he get this money from? They tried to almost destroy him,
right?
But his mother got the loan,
right?
So it's hard for these kids in college to. Back then, especially when they had no money, they had to do what they had to do.
That's right.
I mean, oodles and noodles, hot dogs, they be hungry. And you gotta think of a big guy like that.
Yep.
When they gotta play football, you got to eat.
You do. You need that energy.
Yeah.
You gotta build that energy up. But I just want to throw out here, bro, the manipulation of the people. They knew he was destitute. But they also knew his skills.
Yeah.
And they took advantage of that. Because why not adopt him? Because, mind you, adopting him means that he can gain from them. But they put themselves in a position to only gain from him. And he can get nothing from them other than what they're giving to him, what they're choosing to give to him at the moment. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? They're choosing to give to him right at the moment clothes. They're, housing him, and they feel like, well, shit, he might as well be a slave for real. I mean, really? I'm not saying he had to do anything more than go do football and all that, but at the end of the day, like when you go into a parent-child agreement, you are initially having to be put in a position to also benefit from those parents at some point more outside of that, even when they get older and things like that. He had none of that. They said they loved him and all of that. And I'm not saying maybe they did, maybe they don't, maybe, the thing about sometimes, and no offense to Wahites, okay? Sometimes Wahites can be pretending on a deep level that they really like your ass and they don't. Or they do things and then be oblivious to why you pissed off at the shit that they did. I don't blame him for wanting his money back.
Yeah.
He want his money and he want his likeness and he's suing them because he don't want them. He don't want them to use his likeness or any of it.
So they got some NFL money. That's the whole deal is?
Well, they racked up on the movie and they had to.
Oh yeah, they got the movie money, the Blindside
but
money.
I feel like they had to rack up on some NFL money. Some money because they was his conservator and every contract he signed, they had to be there.
So I don't know how much he got for that Blindside movie, but I'm sure he got a pretty penny.
He ain't get.
No. I mean,
them.
I got them, as a whole.
Absolutely.
Well, what he supposed to had got.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I know the NFL. Let's see. He's he signed a 5-year deal for $13.8 million with the Ravens. Mm-hmm. That was his first deal, and then when he went to the Titans. He got a 4-year deal for $20 million. Of course, he got extra money because they won the Super Bowl ring against the 49ers and all that stuff like that. But that's none of your money.
Nope.
That's his money. Mm-hmm. But even with the movie, you can't use that man likeness and then you take his money.
That's right.
You know what I mean? I understand y'all likeness was being used in it.
Right.
You take whatever money for yourself.
Yep.
You take that money. You leave his money alone. That's not your money. Because without him, there would be no Blindside movie.
No, it wouldn't. Because y'all don't have a story without him. He's the reason why everybody like, because it really was a white savior movie. It was like, look at those good, kind, southern white people coming in to save this black, destitute, big, burly, dumb nigga. Because that's what they played. He was in there, yes, sir, this and that. Head down, barely talking correctly, and all of that.
Yeah.
In the movie. And he not even like that, y'all.
Yeah.
He not even like that. Actually, I got this little clip I want to let y'all hear. I'm going to let y'all hear it real quick.
Is that the big one that you feel you were mislabeled as? I think it took away the hard work and the dedication that I created from a child. And going to school in the 3rd grade, getting myself up. First one in the locker room, last one out. And I think the biggest for me is, being portrayed not being able to read or write. 2nd grade, I was doing plays in front of the school. And I think that's one of the, when you go into a locker room and your teammates don't think that you can learn a playbook, that weighs heavy on someone. And you have to understand, I understand that the movie has given me a position. I'm honored to have the position it's given me, but, you have to understand, before I moved in with the family, I was an All-American. That's what I want the generations behind me to see in this book right here, to understand that you don't have to have someone save you and rescue you to go out and be successful. You got everything.
So y'all heard what he said. You don't have to have someone to come and save you for you to go out and be successful. He already was pretty much determined,
right,
as a youngster to be more.
Right. And
that was, I feel like that was his manifestation. And y'all need to understand a little bit about manifesting. He knew he was going to be more. He was. And those people came along and maybe to help assist him along his way. Absolutely. Right? I believe that. But why come in and swindle somebody? You know he young. And then you have this one Aunt Debbie. What's that? That attorney lawyer. Mm-hmm. That attorney lady. Give him the paperwork. Work with him, his mama, all of y'all. So he didn't even have another lawyer to come in and say, hey, something funky about this. Y'all telling him he getting adopted. This is really a conservatorship. Sir, 18-year-old young man, do you understand what this is going to mean?
Right.
Nobody explained to him. He just thinking, okay, think about it. If you...
He's going with the flow.
He going with the flow. But yeah. I also tell people, a lot of times when people are starved out for something, and then... Sometimes when you're starved out for something so bad, let's say you thirsty and then you in the desert and you ain't had a lick of damn water for a whole day, 24 hours, hot ass desert, hot ass sand, no water. A mirage come, you find a drop of water, you're gonna be ecstatic. You don't care how much water it is, it's a drop. And that's how it is when it comes to love and when it comes to people just in general. Like when you're destitute and you don't have something, and something comes along, and even if it's toxic, just that little bit makes you happy, and you still don't know that you being effed.
Yeah.
Right up the ass, y'all. Right up the ass. And that's what where they got him.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
Manipulation.
Yep, definitely manipulation.
They manipulated him because they knew they could. Yeah. Because clearly his life with them was better.
Yeah, it was better. You know what I mean? Because the housing was better.
Right.
He was eating. They was providing.
He didn't have to worry.
They was fake loving him.
Yeah.
And then, that's where all the manipulation came in. Oh, these my parents. This is dad. And they, they putting food on the table and clothes on my back. And we taking me places where I'd never been. All that. They just... Yep. Drained his brain with all that.
Yeah.
Whole time they had something going on, a whole manipulation, a whole scheme.
Yeah, whole scheme.
They was already, but they were just hoping, hey, they stand on the sideline because he playing ball, and they right there on the sideline. He looking over, waving and doing it, and he got somebody there.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
It's sad because too, the children even got money.
Yeah.
What the hell their biological children had to do with his money? I could see if y'all reaped the benefits and then handed them over some shit, but they actually got checks too. They got money too because their name was put in it. Come on, y'all. Y'all already had money, was well off. Y'all knew this. Y'all capitalized basically off of a talented black man, which is what is going on anyway.
And you know how long this movie been out? This movie been out a very long time. So all that money from all them years, I don't know how long. Oh, let me see when this movie came out, man. That's because that don't make no sense. That's a lot of royalty money.
I think this movie came out in 2000. No, was it 2004 or something? 2009. 2009.
2006.
I went way
that's
back.
The book, 2009.
Okay, I went way back. 2009. And that was a minute ago. So, Yeah, y'all. I mean,
It grossed $309 million. That was in the box office alone.
and he said he ain't received nothing from it. Nothing.
On top of the 13, 14 years of royalties coming in after that.
Right.
I think that was on Netflix. That's a lot of money that they pocketed.
Facts.
I wonder why he didn't think of this. Like, maybe because he went through his little NFL career, he was getting money, he wasn't really tripping. And well, I think what set it off, I guess, when he found out he wasn't adopted, then he like, wait a minute, start.
Well, yeah, in February of this year, he said that he found out. But I think because they said Britney Spears had a whole conservatorship situation, but he had got his lawyers on him. I'm pretty sure if you 37 years old and there's a family who has to help you make your medical decisions because you just can't, and you a grown ass man and you know you're not retired. Y'all heard that? That was him. That was Michael Oher talking. And he was saying he didn't like how they was making him seem like he was slow in the movie. And what I mean, they made him look slow. They made him look slow, y'all. Okay? Or damn near halfway retarded. Like he ain't know nothing. Now, I can understand if he was really, I shouldn't say, let me not say that word. I'm sorry for saying that word. But they made him look super slow.
Yeah.
And he wasn't that. You could clearly hear him.
Yeah. So,
I'm sure it made the movie a little more touching and exciting because I guess they had to try to spruce it up a bit, but it was cat.
Yeah.
It was cat.
And poor old Sandra Bullock.
I know, Sandra Bullock.
She catching it left and right, ain't had nothing to do with that.
She did.
Only thing she did was just act in the movie and did a great job at it.
Yeah, she did a great job.
Great job. Leave her alone. See, this social media, y'all don't know how to, I want to cuss, but y'all don't know how to act. Sandra ain't got nothing to do with it.
Well, I get they want because they feel like she got that Oscar off of a lie.
But she didn't know that.
But she didn't know.
She didn't know that.
And I wonder, did she even meet him?
She had to meet him, I'm sure.
You think in order to do it, and they just was like, oh.
Well, I mean, you got to do your research.
That's
I mean, most people do when you do like real live people.
Yeah.
You have to do your research on that person.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm sure she did. She had met him and did some type of research.
Y'all, it's just ridiculous. And yeah, Sandra Bullock, I get it though. Yeah, she need to be left alone because that definitely wasn't her fault. She went in there and just did her job. But I think this family definitely, this is a serious situation. I can't be funny about this because it is serious. Mm-hmm. He was taken advantage of. Period.
Definitely.
And then to him at this age, he's still under that conservatorship. So any monies, any contracts, any medical decisions he want to make, they still are over that, y'all.
Yeah.
To this day. So he's trying to get it back, and I hope he does.
And look, this going to help other athletes that's going through that too. And he ain't the only one that been so-called adopted by another set of parents that's not theirs. Mm-hmm. Whether it's football, it happens in basketball, it happens in gymnastics, it happens in baseball, it happens in all the sports where the youngins, especially in the African-American community, need help. Parents not there, can't afford college, or the coach of the high school team say, hey, come live with me. I'm going to get you, and take them away from the home.
Right.
You know what I mean? It happens all the time. And that's going to open doors for the rest of these athletes that, hey, let me take a look and see what you done stole from me.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Best believe. Don't think nothing else may come out later.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to come out. And more going to come out because all this is still unraveling. But, man, come on, y'all. Like, it's the white savior syndrome. Like, yet again, we're humanists. We're not against white people. Please.
No.
That's not why I'm saying this.
That's right.
I just think that the family, they took advantage of him because he was destitute, poor. He didn't have anything. His family didn't have anything. He didn't see anybody. Nobody around him could save him from that. Mm-hmm. Nobody could be like, hey, look, you need to think about that before you, go over there.
He didn't know to talk to nobody.
I know they helping you out, but he didn't know because he was young. All he wanted to do was eat and play football and basketball. He want to live. This boy want to live and have his life. He don't want to be struggling. No child wants to be out here struggling. It's not their fault. You know what I'm saying? It's the people around them that they have to, that taking care of them, whatever, who, if they haven't got on their feet, guess what? That's the child's fate until the child get where they need to go. Because once the child get up there and do what they need to do, then they ain't got to be in that. But it's actually on the on parents on there to make something of themselves so that the child don't have to be in that condition, in that situation.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't know. I feel, it sucks, man. It sucks. It really do. Y'all, man, people need to stop manipulating people. These conservatorships, this is the first time I ever heard of a conservatorship, even though they say Britney Spears was under one. This is the first time I ever heard of it.
So let's get to the meat of this real quick.
Right.
Now, I'm going off the Googles now. It say, in his early life, he was one of 12 children of Denise Oher. 12 kids?
Oh, man. So that means she really ain't had no money.
Yeah.
They really ain't had, especially if daddy wasn't around.
His mother suffered from alcoholism and crack cocaine addiction.
Ugh.
And his father was in prison.
Yep. Okay, so the daddy wasn't there. See what I'm saying?
He received little attention and discipline during his childhood. He repeated first and second grade and attended 11 schools during his first 9 years as a student. That's crazy. Then he was placed in foster care at age 7 and alternated living between various foster homes and periods of homelessness. That's how he got there.
Wow.
And his father was murdered in prison.
That is so sad. That is so sad.
So, of course, he had no family.
He didn't. He had zero family, nobody there who could even care enough. And Aunt Debbie just rolled up on that crackhead. He says his mother crackhead, right? Crack cocaine. You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack.
Smoke crack,
okay?
don't you?
Okay, you're killing your brain cells, son. You're killing your brain cells. All right? So she in there doing that. And of course, when Aunt Debbie roll up, Aunt Debbie probably done slipped her some crack. Promised her all type of shit. Yeah, we're going to take good care of your son. She good. Because all she need is her cocaine. Okay? Cocaina. That's all she looking for. How she could afford that with 12 kids? How she was getting, she must have been sucking it off.
Yeah.
She had to be.
Kids?
12 children?
She was out there hoeing.
She had to, in order to get it. That's how you
different pappies.
How you afford to get a cocaina addiction? How? You can't afford cocaina.
Yeah, but
they said crack cocaine, correct? That's what they said.
She could have got money from child support, maybe. Maybe because she had so many kids.
Maybe it was a bunch of baby daddies.
Yeah, a bunch of baby daddies, and then of course you got that much money. The kids, the state definitely gonna help you, with money and stuff like that. And she just took the money, and God knows what happened to them other kids.
Man,
jeez.
Well, yes, but he the one that made it out. But it's still a bad story because he made it out into people who swindled him. Technically, he was swindled. I'm not saying these people bad people. Maybe they didn't intend this. Maybe at the time their concern was money. But why not just get a man his stuff back?
Right.
Give him his life back. Y'all got his life in y'all hands, technically.
Yeah.
Why y'all? If he want to make a medical decision and y'all the ones to do it, so he got to go to y'all every time he wants something. What if he wanted a vasectomy? He got to go to y'all for a vasectomy?
Damn.
I'm just saying, they said any medical decision he made.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So that doesn't make sense to me. And he made to 37 like that? I don't even see. And a lot of people are wondering. They're like, okay, how did he allow this to continue going all the way to 37? But I guess, he didn't know. He thought he trusted these people. He felt like he trusted. They even told him, call me mommy and daddy. And he was so starved out for parents in his life that he was willing to call these wahites mommy and daddy. Absolutely not. I wouldn't have done it. But I guess because what I told you, the desert concept, when you're starved out, you thirsty to them up. Somebody come in and pouring just a little something right there. You like, oh, this is everything. It's everything to you when you starving.
Yep.
When you thirsty and you just need a proper dropper.
Yeah.
Okay? That's what you need. That's what he got. They gave him a proper dropper too, because they got all his money.
Yeah.
Except for, he got his NFL money, I'm sure. But I'm saying, as far as the movie's concerned, y'all done made this man look crazy as hell. Then he said even while he in the NFL, they said he was slow. They thought for real, he was slow.
I don't know why, because you take a lot of tests, especially like an IQ test. They got a football IQ test. Well, it's based around football, but it's based around other IQ stuff too to see how smart you really are. You know what I mean? From what I seen in here, he ain't do too bad as far as the IQ. I lost it, but he had to take he wasn't that dumb.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or that slow.
He was not slow.
Because to play football, you cannot be. Now, I will say, I don't know if you heard of Dexter Manley. Dexter Manley is a defensive end. He used to play for the Redskins back in the 80s and early 90s. He didn't know how to read. And he came out later in the career and was like, it was on a press conference. He came out and said, I do not know how to read. So he went through high school, college, almost 80% of his football career, and all of a sudden you just find out that you can't read. So you can't, there's plays that a playbook you get and you can't read it, but you can play football. You get what I'm saying? So it don't matter. You don't have to be the brightest or the smartest. Only quarterbacks.
Right.
Because they got to learn and know that should be bright and smart. The rest of them, half of them, look, they go through college and half of them got people doing their work for them.
Right.
They're not doing the work. Half of them come only do a year. I'm going straight in. Because they're going to fail anyway. So, long as these coaches only care about is winning, long as they know how to play.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Dexter Manley went all that time without reading, and he got 2-3 Super Bowl rings. And he's one of the sack leaders.
They know if they good enough, they don't care if they don't know how to read.
They'll find ways around that.
You saw Drumline, same thing.
That's
and
right.
even though that's not sports, but even in Drumline, he couldn't read sheet music, but they still use him.
Right.
Because they talented in another way.
That's right.
A lot of people are really gifted. You don't have to do exactly that the way it is. If you gifted, you just gifted. You don't have to do all the shit that it takes. You just good. And I'm sure it's a lot of people who have learning disabilities and just gifted in something that God gave them.
That's right.
And they could just do it.
That's right.
Okay?
They could turn a blind eye.
Yeah.
Okay, you failed. No matter. Hey, you one of the greats, so we gonna
Right.
Hey, we gonna figure out a way
they work
to
with
get you to play and get you to understand what we need you to do.
Facts. They will work with you.
That's right.
You don't got to worry about it because they gonna work with a nigga. You feel me? So that just man.
I mean, how hard is it to take a basketball and run up and down the court and shoot it into the hoop?
It ain't hard.
You know what I mean?
You just gotta.
You ain't gotta have no high IQ for that.
Laser point precision.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Laser point precision. You just gotta know where to put it, how to do it. Just like me. Shit, I know how to type like a mug. Do I place my hand on the A exactly and the B and the C exactly where it belongs? Hell to the no.
Yeah.
Okay? I be fat, I be typing everything, and I just know where to hit the keys at when it's time to hit them.
There ain't no lights on it here, and I'm typing on my joint. I know everything.
You know everything. You don't have to place it on the A and place it on the I. Like, ain't nobody doing all that. You know what I'm saying? And I taught myself at 4, and that's why I'm so proficient, and you don't have to do it that way. Okay, because other than that, I'm gonna be typing like old grandma if I try to do it like the way y'all telling me to do it.
Yeah.
Hell no, I'm gonna be pecking.
I got another example. Tennis players.
Oh, yeah.
Serena, Venus, all these young tennis players, 14, ain't even graduate school, barely in high school, and they playing pro tennis, making millions of dollars. Whooping Venus balance. At 14, 15, they ain't even graduated high school yet.
They didn't graduate yet, yep. They just talented, period.
Yeah.
Just straight up already got it down, pat, 0 point. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing you can do about it. You not stopping them.
That's right.
You ain't stopping them.
So what way the IQ come to that? Why you gotta be so smart and bright?
You
know
don't have
half of them go back to school.
You know why? Because honestly, bro, the fact of the matter is school is messed up because what school is teaching you to do is to be somebody who don't think for yourself. Really, school needs to be honing people in on the skills that they have. Some people are really talented at singing, and that's a God's gift.
Yeah.
And they should be set on that track early in life so they can go to it. If you're a basketball player, you should be set on that track early in life so you can go on to it. If you know how to fight real good and you box, you should be able to do that shit early. There should be no reason why people in here, you telling people they slow in here all because they don't remember or regurgitated textbooks. They dry. The textbooks are boring.
Yeah.
Everybody don't learn like that. Everybody learns different.
Yeah.
There are literally 3 or 4 different ways that people can learn. And everybody don't learn the same. Some people visual learners, some people audio learners, some people are both. Some people learn just by doing it, and you learn this when you go.
Yeah, I'm a doer. I'm a doer.
You gotta do it.
Yeah, at work all the time when I'm training on something, and they be telling me, I said, no. Show me what to do. Let me do it.
Right.
And because that's the only way I'm gonna pick up. I have to physically do it.
There you go.
Show me and then let me do it. Mm-hmm. That's the only way I can learn.
You learn it better.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like me, all that. I like to do it too, because doing it does help. I need to see it, and then I had to write shit down, all that. I reread it, and then I have to do it.
Yep. Okay,
because at the end of the day, sometimes some things I'm just not gonna remember.
Nope.
So the writing helps me remember, but then the doing helps me just do it. And when you do it, that memory is going to be there. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? But everybody is talented in their own way. There are no slow people. Mm-hmm. Okay? There are no slow people. Even autistic children are talented in something.
That's right. All autistic children are different. Some of them are very, very bright.
Yeah.
That's
they
right.
say even people who missing fingers, they got the strongest hands.
Yeah.
If they missing a finger, they get a grip on your ass. Oh, you gonna be calling uncle out here. You gonna be wishing, hoping you ain't get the grip.
Yeah.
They done got a death grip on you, and they missing a thumb and a pinky.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm twisting your shit all kind of ways. Mm-hmm. Okay, and you can't do nothing about it because they're missing something. Like one of those senses are messed up, so other senses get stronger. That's the gift that we got. That's the gift God gave everybody. So if you want to focus on what you're talented at, and you zero in on that, which is something that the system don't allow you to do, hone in on your actual talent. It really takes a lot to have to say, you know what, I'm going to hone in on what I'm talented at, instead of just going with the status quo just because I want to make money.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? But when you do that, and so for him, he naturally was talented.
Yeah. He was definitely
He was already naturally talented in sports. It wasn't nothing nobody could do.
Yeah. He was a big guy, too.
Yeah.
And he was good at basketball and football,
And
so he could have won either one.
As a big dude, you speedy?
Yeah, 6'4", 315.
Yeah, he was a speedy nigga.
Yeah.
They knew what they had. That's the thing. But they do that.
Yeah.
You know, they want. Boy, this is a loaded topic here. We almost, we down to the wire. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Can you stretch a little bit? I want to stretch it. No, but they want our talent. They want our eyes. And, man, y'all seen Get Out. The eyeballs, the organs, the melanin. Y'all get what I'm saying, right? You know, it's something, it's a magic there. Mm-hmm. And we're preyed on. Point blank, period. And I'm not saying these people were all bad. I mean, they helped him. They took him where they needed to go, but they also still took advantage of him. Mm-hmm. And you don't do that. Everything is about intention, y'all.
Yeah. If
your intentions was to take advantage of him, y'all gonna pay for that. And y'all going to pay for that. And that's why y'all lawsuit, y'all about to get that.
I'm gonna tell you some wild shit I was thinking about way, way back in the day. Mm-hmm. Right? And Pops ain't here, so, I mean, you know, he won't get offended. Mm-hmm. But Ant, for instance, you remember he was one of the greatest track stars we had in Maryland around that time. Stayed in the paper, was destined. And I thought, just like the Michael Oher thing, all Ant needed was a chance.
Yep.
And he needed, for real, was to get away from our hood.
Yep, that's it.
And if he could have went to another family and stayed to help him through college, he probably would have made it to the Olympics and did everything he had to do.
Yep. I agree.
But because he stayed home here in the hood,
yep,
the mentality, moms and them ain't really had the money to pay for him to go to school, mm-hmm, college and all that stuff. Yeah, no. I think that situation, it would have helped him. And that, again, like I said, it helps a lot of student athletes.
Right.
Where some, because the money reasons, they can't make it. the family can't do it, or in Michael Oher's case, the parents is a piece of trash.
Trash, yeah.
And they needed another family to get with. Now, these other family, the white family that he went with, right? Mm-hmm. If he didn't go with them, there's a percentage of chance Michael Oher would have never made it to the NFL.
Facts. I agree with that. I totally agree with that. There's a chance that he wouldn't have went.
He would have never made it.
Because nobody around him was successful.
Right.
Because you not your environment, but when you grow up around people where nobody, just like he said, every people around him were homeless. Just like how he was. Mm-hmm. They didn't have any successful jobs. Nobody graduated college. Nobody was playing sports. Yep. Everybody was on drugs, in the street, going in and out of jail. So when this is the only thing surrounding you, this is your reality.
Yeah.
And y'all, manifesting is really important. And the only way for you to manifest properly is for you to be around a reality that suits what you're looking for, what you want. Mm-hmm. Jay is correct with that. But he was determined, he said.
Yeah.
But he may not have really made it as far as he had they not invested in him. Had they not seen it.
So our brother Ant didn't have determination? I think he did.
I feel like he did too. He worked hard in high school. I'm not saying he didn't have.
No, I'm not saying you saying that. I'm just saying, you know.
But I think you do still have to really want it. Just like I blame myself for me not going to college. Myself, I don't blame them because you know why? My counselor sat there and told me, "Hey, you could do this, you could do that." I didn't do it because therefore I respected my people so much and what they said. I didn't do it because I was like, "Oh well, you know what they said." Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. People in college starving out. They ain't got, you know,
you gonna owe money. You gotta pay money back.
You owe money and all that. And it is loans. If you don't get a scholarship and all that, there's loans. Mm-hmm. So no, I didn't go. You see what I'm saying? So, but she tried to talk to me into it, and had I pushed more for it, I might have gotten it. Mm-hmm. I needed to this day, y'all. I swear to God, I learn something new every day. I research for fun. I do that shit for fun, man. Okay, for fun. So why y'all understanding why Meesh don't make no phone calls? Cause Meesh on her phone researching shit. Mm-hmm. I could be a psychologist right now. I just didn't go to college, but yeah, I got all the information.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know you still go though. That's no.
I know I could still go. Yeah. I know I could still go.
I mean, it won't be the college like the college life.
Right.
You know, coming out 18, 19 and joining college. But you get what I'm saying.
I would be getting the credentials, which is something I was speaking with my boss about. Mm-hmm. You know, that's something that I do want to do before I have to leave away from here. I want to do it because why not?
Yeah.
You know, but children, you need guidance. If you don't have people in your life to properly guide you into the right direction, they will mold you into who they were and who they are. Yep. So if they didn't do it, they ain't about to tell you to do it. Yeah. Some people will. Some people will be like, "Oh yeah, I ain't do it, so you should do it." Yeah. Cause I regret it. Mm-hmm. But if they ain't care, they gonna tell you no. Mm-hmm. Well, especially if it's gonna mess their pockets up, they like, "Oh no." Yeah. You know, and then you thinking that hey, they's my peoples, they know. Yeah. So I'm gonna listen to them, and then later on you find out that hey, I could have made a different decision, but because the guidance wasn't there, I didn't.
Yeah, and it's all about educating yourself too. Because back then it was a different time. Now it's a different time. Right now, our people didn't know. You know what I mean? What the avenues you could take, the grants you can get. It's things you can get through there. Right. Now, I ain't go to college either, and I really wanted to go. And Miss Brown, Mo's mother, my mother number 2, always say, "Oh, you'll go to college," and she was pushing it to take the what you call that test you get in school? You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, the SATs.
The SATs.
There we go, y'all.
I did take it. I forgot what I did. I don't know if I did well or not. But it was just like went to Pops. Hey, I want to go to college. College, we ain't got no money around here to pay for college, blah blah. So I'm like, oh well, hit college out the window. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, but I mean, I really wanted to go. I wanted to go to school, and he was just like, why? We can't afford it, all that, and again, like moms would say, you gonna owe and all that stuff. But I did have people tell me, I had counselors say, hey, and of course Ms. Brown like, hey, You know, you can get grants, put in for a scholarship, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But again, my grades was just at honor roll. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It wasn't like 3.8, 4.0 where I'm going to guarantee myself a scholarship. Somewhere in there, if I would have got a scholarship, it would have been small. I still would have had to pay for something.
Right, exactly.
And I ain't had no money. Moms and I had no money. Yeah. So either way, I probably would have went maybe 1 year and that'd have been it.
Right.
Because I wouldn't have been able to afford it unless I would have had to work and pay for my own. You know what I mean? And that'd have been hard to study and work at the same time.
And it's hard. It is hard. You know, and that's a United States thing because, you know, there's a lot of countries who actually a college is free for them.
Yeah.
It's just only in the U.S. that they do that to people.
Right.
So I think that's just definitely not right. It's not right. You know, because people like me, like I said, I had a 4.0 for 2 quarters when I was in high school. And the only reason why I didn't get a 4.0 for the 3rd and 4th quarter was because I started skipping my art class and went to African American Studies. And I did actually go to my teachers and ask them, and I went to my teachers and asked them, can I switch? They told me no. And mind you, it was art too. I didn't need it, really.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let me switch. I guess, I don't know if the class was too full, I don't know. But I went in there, I did the work, all that. But they didn't want me to go. They didn't want me to go in. They wouldn't let me. So I just started skipping. And I ain't care about the grade. I was like, bump it. I always make honor roll and I ain't care. You know what I'm saying? I still made honor roll. It just dropped me from a 4.0 to a 3.5.
Right. Gotcha.
Okay. And because I skipped that one class.
Gotcha.
And I didn't even like the art teacher. He was an asshole. Okay. Definitely an asshole. So, you know, so I get it. But as for people like us who love to learn and are talented, like, man, Jay, he's multifaceted in many things. Like, I don't know. I'm amazed at how many things that he actually does, you know, and has learned and incorporates into his life. Like, yes, college would have been a great benefit for him. You know, and for me, I would have already been living my dream as a psychologist. Like, I wanted to play basketball, but my behind was too damn lazy to even join basketball when I was in school because I didn't want to inconvenience my parents. See, that's what that was about. Me, I was more thinking about I don't want to inconvenience them. I wasn't thinking about myself. I was thinking about other people. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of times when you do that, you mess yourself up.
Yeah.
You know, because you're not thinking about, okay, in the future, this is what you need to do. You know, I had a plan. I did. I just didn't follow it.
Because you got to think about it. Now that you're an adult, now it's all about you.
It's all about me.
You the one got to make that money. You the one got to put a roof over your head, not everybody else.
Not everybody else. And you're right. And now all I could do is look at me and say, you big dumb.
Yeah.
Like you could have done that for yourself.
I played myself.
Yep.
That's all you got to say. I
played yourself. Myself. You played yourself.
Yeah.
You know, because you could have been
because your money could be going from 60,000 to 120,000 or 150,000
or 180,000
or 200,000. All it takes was that one decision.
Yeah. And doing what you love.
That's right.
And doing what you love. And that's what I was going to be doing, what I loved. And yet I'm still here talking to my now boss about trying to still figure out how I'm going to be able to do what I love. You get it? It comes full circle because what's meant for you is always going to be there looming around. And what I would advise people to do is don't leave this earth with any regrets. And there's too many people who've done it.
Yeah.
There's too many people who sitting here right now not living to their fullest potential because they're living for other people. They're living for others. Mm-hmm. They're living for other people's opinions as well. Yeah. You know, I'm not going to do this because this is what they going to think, and I can't do that. And when you're a kid, you are subject to that.
That's right.
They tell you, nah, you don't want to do that, and you going to listen to them because you think, well, damn, they grown, they know.
Yeah, they know best. Yeah.
But they don't know best. They only telling you from their traumas and their perceptions and their experience and the things they didn't get the chance to do. You got to think for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Think for yourself. Do what makes you happy. I would advise anybody to do that. Do what makes you happy. I don't care what nobody got to say about it. If it feel good to you inside, pursue it. Because you will sit there all your life and work a job that you can't damn stand. And there ain't nothing worse than waking up every day saying fuck.
and I done said that a few times getting out of my bed.
Yes. I mean, yeah.
It ain't always been that way, but it recently has been that way.
Yeah. Luckily, I like my job now, but
Yeah.
I did it for 5 years. Like before, like prior to, like I don't like this job. I can't see myself doing this at 40, 45,
Yeah.
50. I have to do something else. The discomfort, though, also allows you to understand you need to do something else. Follow those feelings of discomfort when it comes to anybody. Anything and anybody. You know what I'm saying? That's telling you need to do something else. You need to make a change. Something needs to be different. Mm-hmm. Okay? Shit, that's all I got to say about that. Any final words, bro?
Man, this was a good one. So I hope it was a learning experience.
Definitely.
And I hope y'all, paid attention to stay through this whole thing because it definitely it helps a lot of you youth out there that's on a path of greatness, whether it's a career, job, engineer, doctor, lawyer, football, basketball. Man, do what you want to do. Don't listen for others. You can get some advice. You know what I mean? Get some advice, but do what's best for you. You know what I mean? So, hey, y'all enjoy. Oh, yeah. Shout out to my brother. I forgot Saturday I went to his pop-up, Obnoxious Sessions.
Oh, Ike, what up,
Great
Ike?
T-shirts. Out there with Nephew. Nephew was playing football later that day.
That's right.
You know what I
Doing his
mean?
thing.
Enjoyed myself. Got a couple shirts and stuff like that. So shout out to Ike and his wife Renata. But yeah, I'm done. I'm gonna see y'all next week.
The only thing I got left is I know I can be what I want to be. If you work hard on it, I'll be where I want to be. Okay? And that's for all of y'all. That's that Nas. Y'all know that song. You know you can. That was real. That was a real song, y'all. So take that to heart. If you know you can, be what you want to be. Work hard on that thing that you want to be, and go be it, dog. Go be it.
That's right.
Other than that, I'm Meesh. To the left of me is my bro Jay. And we about to get the fuck out of here, y'all. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Do that ow. Okay?
That's right.
We need them subscribers up and we need them likes up. Because we got to be in the algorithm with all this good stuff.
On YouTube. Right? We on Instagram.
Oh, yes, that's right. YouTube, Instagram, Talk That Talk, Meesh_J, TikTok, JMeeshO.
Oh, yeah. Get on that TikTok.
Definitely get on that TikTok. Them shorts is booming over there on YouTube, on Facebook, all of that, y'all. Please look out for the shorts. They there. And then when you see that, please come back and subscribe if you ain't already subscribed. All right? Peace.